crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Lose you bench and I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found dust. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at?
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping. Good dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to throw right away is Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Back 22, back 22. I got one. Slam.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll get this up to about the 44. The Dolphins at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It was Isaac Rochelle there to make the play defensively. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. You know, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Browns drive about to get started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go up the middle with Chubb, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of...
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. Gets this one to Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone.
Watson now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go on 4th. Watson eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a play fake. Brady.
Right back to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. York able to send this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Brady.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Watson. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. They hand it off to Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Watson steps away to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 91 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They run again on first down. Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not able to break away as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught a 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Brady. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Watson's throw caught by his receiver Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Browns, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami...